Yes, I'm quite sure I would like to live stream now. Yes, that's right. So, I'm just doing my sound check, making sure all of my bits and pieces are working correctly. Once I'm happy with that, we will proceed with the unboxing. But like all things, I gotta check, gotta make sure everything's working right. Okay, that's the first scene. Seems to be coming through. Sounds good. Let's check that scene there as well, since last time I did this, there was a little bit of a cut-off, and the one before that there was a different cut-off. So now I'm making sure that all of my scenes are working all right. I had assumed that it was just YouTube going and doing funny things, but anyway, we're almost there. One more scene, and yep, looks like the sound is coming through. Good. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. We're all good. Alright, sound is working fine. You will find the start time for this video down in the description, like I normally do. Once YouTube has published it and I've had a chance to actually update it, I will do that. Now, if you haven't seen my live streams before, normally what I do is I present everything first and then I open it up for questions and answers. And I'm going to follow the same format just because then I can see what the camera is doing rather than watching the chat, while I should be actually watching what I'm doing. And since I'm using sharp implements like scalpels and scissors, I don't want to hurt myself. So I'm going to just whack my way through these boxes, open them all up so you can have a look, and then I will have a chat with people at the end in the live chat. Green, it's all good. Okay, good, excellent. So we'll get started, shall we? Okay, there we go. Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler, and today I'm not just going to talk about Dungeons & Dragons. In fact, I'm not really going to talk that much about Dungeons & Dragons. What I'm going to do is I am going to unbox some Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder miniatures. As it happens, I have 6 boxes. Most of them are all different boxes. They're not the same box. And I just thought, oh, well, you know, people wanted me to unbox them, so be it. That's what I will do. And we're going to get started. Now, since it's an unboxing, the tradition is that there's going to be lots of noise and stuff like that. And that's fine. I am just going to get my scalpel out here and just start cutting open the boxes first, so that I don't cut myself in the process of this. So if I figure if I do all the cutting with the sharp thing first, then I'll be fine. Right, next box. I'm going to come back to these, don't we worry. Just wanted to cut all the boxes open first before I start popping things out of boxes and making rustling noises. It's been an interesting day for me. I have found myself in a situation where I've given birth to many chocolate monsters, apparently, and I felt like it was like an entire farm full of chocolate monsters came out of my... Yeah, that's exactly what I was... chocolate monsters. Anyway, so you don't need to know about that anymore. It seems to be dying down, which is good, so no more birthing. I'm happy about that. And we're going to have some fun and find out what's in these boxes. For those of you who are addicted to unboxing videos, your wish is my command. So let's start off with the what is it? Icons of the Realms, Guildmasters Guide to Ravnica. And what have we got here? Potentially we might get something like a Death Pact Angel, a Caress, a medium Caress, a mind-drinking vampire. Ooh, what is that? That is a Fire Fist. A Fire Fist? I don't know what a Fire Fist is supposed to be. What else have we got here? We've got a large Crassus, and something Spirit, a Gruul something. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of guy. And a Cracker. A Crackler? A Crackler. Okay, let's open it up. Let's find out what's in here. As always, you won't be able to hear anything I'm saying because the box is probably going to make a whole bunch of noises. So we got the large Crassus. Was that Crassus? Yes, it is a large Crassus. Absolutely large. Alright, so there we go. On side. It's a pretty good looking miniature. I actually quite like this one. Got a nice little tail. And it looks like he's already swallowed one of the characters. So that's always awesome too. Okay, so that's that one there. Where do I put it out of the way? There's the smaller ones. Just toss that on the ground because that's what I do. And empty out that. Get rid of this. I'm going to have to do a lot of cleaning at the end of this, but that's all fine. Come on you. Come on, out you come. Alright, so first off, what have we got here? This is supposed to be a Azorius Arresta. It's got like a, is it a he or a she? I think it's a she. It's a little bit hard to tell. Now, I have set the zoom on my camera so that it doesn't actually zoom in and out, back and forth, because it was driving me nuts. So you won't be able to get a hugely close-up look, but that is the Arresta. I feel like there's a lot of cape going on here and a hammer. Alright, so that's that one. Next is, what have we got? This is called a fungus drudge. A fungus drudge? Ooh, it's got like more than one arm. I don't think that's actually help. If I put, no, that doesn't help either. Alright, so that gives you a little bit more detail. It's a little bit hard to see because it's mostly white and a little bit of green. I wouldn't say necessarily a fantastic paint job. I feel like your 5-year-old could probably do a better job. But then again, these are done by machines nowadays, I'm being told, rather than by people. Alright, this is the medium crisis. Medium crisis, there we go. Medium crisis, looks pretty good to me. I'm quite happy with that. Kind of odd looking creature. I don't know what I'll use it for, but probably as a surprise, and then give it a whole lot of stats that my players don't know about, or pull, of course, the stat block straight out of the Guildmasters Guide to Ravnica book, which I could do as well. Okay, alright, so that's that box and those miniatures, which we'll just push off to the side, just like that. That wasn't too hard. And next box. What's this called? Now we're on to Pathfinder. That was Dungeons and Dragons. Now it's Pathfinder. This is called the Jungle of Despair. So this has got a metal cobra. Ooh, I wouldn't mind that. A dwarf explorer. I could do with that as well. A thrall of Egan something. I can't read it. Upside down. Okay, we've got a tiger, potentially a tiger in here. I could do with a tiger. I feel like it's a flying tiger. I'm not sure. Well, it's Dungeons and Dragons. Anything can fly, right? This is a mold rut. A mold rut? Okay. A mole rock cleric. A mole rock cleric. I kind of like the mole rock cleric. Let's have a look. Open the box. Shut up, Fred. Just open the box, get your things out, and toss it on the floor. And what do we got here? It's off to the side. And this is a thrall of Ignazan. This is the thing I couldn't pronounce. I'm pretty sure that was on the box. Yeah. Okay. So that's like basically a big ape. Like, oh, move that other way. It's like a big ape-like creature with a serrated club and a very sort of primitive shield. Looks like somebody's front door. He's ripped it off and decided to use it as his own personal implement. And there's a fantastic job of the back of the miniature as well. This is where all of the chocolate monsters were coming from today for me. Okay, so next, moving on. That was bad taste, I do realise. You're watching my videos, you've got to understand there's all sorts of things that are going to happen. Yeah, come on, whoop, come on, out you come, out. Oh, it's got wings, got to be careful now. Ooh, there we go, it's gone. Right, so starting off with, ooh, this is black, so I'm going to have to put my hand behind it so you can see sort of roughly what's going on here. What is it called? It's called a winged chupacabra. A chupacabra. For a second there I thought it was a winged chupa-chup, but that's like a lolly, isn't it? So it's not really going to be anything like that. So just try to get it roughly in the right place. There we go. There we go. That's looking much more focused and a bit clearer, so you can see what's going on. And there's the back end. Back end. There we go. Back end. Not bad. I love that. That's quite cool. All right, next. On a white background or black. No, black doesn't work. Going to use my hand. Still not very helpful because it's very light in colour. What is this called? This is called a Morlock, which was actually on the side of the box. I'm kind of surprised. I don't often find myself in a situation where that happens. So this has got sort of orange eyes, nasty looking teeth, long hands, and big ears. Kind of reminds me a little bit of a hairless gremlin from the Gremlins movie. The only difference is that this particular gremlin has been shaved. Somebody got the shaver out and just decided to cut him right back. Bit of a trim. Okay, what else is this? This is a river drake. Ooh, river drake. Okay, so the river drake looks better on my hand. There we go. So I'm going to just turn it so you can see sort of what's going on. I've got to make sure I get myself sort of roughly at the right distance, and it's not coming out quite as well as I would have hoped. Maybe it's just small. I wouldn't say it's a fantastic paint job, and my fingers on it. And I realise my fingers are in the way. I'm trying. I'm struggling. Just, it's trying to escape. There, that's what's going on. Okay, so that's the top. That's the side. If I can get it around the right way, that's upside down. I'm just looking at the camera and I cannot figure out my directions right now. Oh, no, it's that way. All right, okay. All right, I'm putting that away. That's confusing me too much. Okay, next on our list is got to be, let's go with a blue box. Let's go with this one. This is the Pathfinder Battles Reign of Winter. I suspect that's got a very, what would I call it? A winter theme. Yes, a winter theme. So, what do we got here? Potentially, we could wind up with Baba Yaga. Oh, I could do with Baba Yaga. Or a Goblin Alchemist. An Ice Troll. I feel like the Ice Troll, well, I suppose I could do with more Ice Trolls. Why not? This is that a Russian soldier? It is a Russian soldier. I don't need the Russian soldier. Please don't give me a Russian soldier. A fox. I don't have a fox. I could do with a fox. That looks like a general meld. I'm reading everything upside down. This is why I'm having so much trouble. Meld something. It's a general, and it's got wings, and it looks like a dragon. Something like that. Greta. I don't know who Greta is, but I'll take Greta if she comes up. And then we've got a Fey Icon Witch. An Icon Witch? Faya is the Icon Witch. Let's open it up. Okay, talking too much. We've seen the artwork. We'll open the box. What do we get in here? Whoa! Man, this has been quite interesting so far. I'm just going to say that everything I'm reading off these sides of these boxes, I seem to be getting. I don't know that this is necessarily going to happen for you. I'm just getting rid of his wire. Getting rid of the seat belt. Miniatures require seat belts now these days. Okay, there we go. And whoo, that's gone as well. Move that out of the way. And let's have a look at the big baby. This is the General Male Sunder. Male Cinder? Male Cinder. It's a Male Cinder. I don't know why. Okay, so here is the miniature. Or is it better like that? I feel like, is it hand or is it black? Is it hand or is it black? Is it to the side? You make the decision. I will do both. Okay? All right. So, I like this miniature. This is fun. This sort of says, Fred, you could have a dragon that talks to the party, and then later breathes on them and then chops them up into little pieces. It does sort of reek of that. On the hand, I don't know if it necessarily gives you a better sort of indication of what's going on here. But yeah, it's a nice miniature. I wouldn't say the paint details are that complicated. It all looks pretty basic if you ask me. Bit of dry brushing and that's it. We're going to go and put that to the side. There, that's it. And now this is the bubble wrap time. You can hear the rustling of the bubble wrap. I can't get the miniature out because it's too small. It's stuck to the sellotape. No! Alright, that's that one done. And we'll pull this open as well. Push and pull, and the next one, and ooh, what's this? Oh, teared it open. Whoop, yay, and she's gone. Okay, what is this? This is a little one. This is a raven. I don't have a raven. The raven is very small. I feel like the chances of you being able to see the raven in any kind of detail without me having a special setup for it is unlikely. So, but this is the raven, and the raven is fine if you have like a lot of them, but I feel like this raven is going to be somebody's familiar, or somebody's going to transform into the raven. It's a pretty good miniature actually. I mean, I know you can't necessarily see it. The paint job not so much, but the miniature sculpt is pretty good. Okay, what is this? This is a Nosferatu brother. Okay, I feel like it's some sort of vampire creature who has really bad hair and some sort of wacky looking hat, and rather is wearing somebody's, I don't know, blanket. I don't know. It's not complicated. Alright, so this is that miniature. Can you see it? I do not know. I can barely see it, and I'm right here, and I'm not having to look through the camera lens or anything like that on YouTube while it's live streamed. But I can tell you now, either my eyes are really, really old and I'm struggling to see what's going on here, or there really isn't much to see. It's just mainly a big brown thing with like grey bits that have fingers and a head. I'm not impressed. Apparently he's got a beard as well. I don't know if you can necessarily see that. Sort of like a goatee. Okay, what is this? This is a Drakelands Barbarian. Ooh, he looks impressive. Okay, Drakelands Barbarian. Black, white. Okay, so we're going to go with that. I thought I would put a white background down, and that hasn't worked in the past, but apparently my hand is the best option. I don't know why. So yes, got a sword, got a shield. That shield looks like it could cover quite a large part of the body of this creature. It got a bow as well. There's a bow on the back there. Quill full of arrows. Quiver, not quill. Quill is like a pen, Fred. And this particular individual is not carrying a pen. And for those of you who are believing that the pen is mightier than the sword, it's only mightier than the sword provided somebody else hasn't got a sword pointed at your throat. Okay, all right, moving on. Next one. Where is something different? We'll grab this one. Runelord one. Yeah. La 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 la. That's it. Right there. That's the Runelord one. We're going to just flip on through. What has this got? So, Rise of the Runelords. Some of these are quite old, these sets. So on the back side here we have a bugbear hero. Sione, I wouldn't mind having Sione. I had a miniature of Sione and I lost it. Bummer. There's a goblin commander apparently in the set. A stone giant champion. And on the other side we have a snipper, a sin spawn, a young red dragon, woohoo, and a Runelord called Karzog. Karzog looks very impressive. I kind of like the idea of that one. And then we've got a war chief, Rip something. I don't know, Rip Nugget. A Rip Nugget. I think I've actually got this miniature before. I have shown you guys a miniature of this one. All right, let's open it up. Shut up, Fred, and just open the box. Righty-ho. Now this is weird. Why is this? None of these are in bubble wrap. I feel like somebody might have gone through the box and removed the ones that they wanted. Let's pull that out. Oh, this is a strain. And yes, I do feel like somebody might have gone through and taken them out of the plastic and then put back the ones they didn't want. Not that anybody would ever do something like that. No, of course not. That would just be terrible. Would be criminal. Okay, so this is supposed to be an ogre brute. I think I might have an ogre brute. If I don't have an ogre brute, I do now have an ogre brute. Not bad. Good miniature. Reasonable paint job. I don't feel like it requires sort of very much. It's a good scale and it's interesting. And let's get real. That face just says, I want to eat you now. Or I want to jump on you, squash you flat, and when you're a little pancake, then I will put you on bread and butter. What will you be my butter for my bread? I think that's the one. Okay, so that's cool. Like that one. Let's go with the bugbear hero. I believe I have a bugbear hero already. So that's all right. I can live with that. He's got a bow, and he's got like a stupid little skull cap thingy going on there. He's got his quiver of arrows on the back. So, sorry, I'm going to move my fingers. Remember, you can't see past the fingers, Fred. All right, so that's that particular miniature. I think that's not too bad, actually. Yes, you tell me. Black hand. I feel like it's too close to the colour of my hand. Okay, so that's that one. Next, I think I have this one, or I did have this one. This is a Viroxes. Viroxes looks like some sort of assassin, roguey-like character, if you see what I mean. Got the dagger waiting, sort of very purple. I don't feel like you'd be hiding much in this costume. I feel like it's sort of going to make you stand out. And who wears purple cloaks these days? You know, red, white, yes, but not purple. No, that's just too much. It's a reasonable paint job. I feel like it's actually not badly painted. Apart from maybe, the face is actually all right. It's not too bad. Okay, so moving on. Next one. What have we got here? This is Lucretia. Lucretia has got she looks really stern. Yes, she looks a little bit like, is it Kate Blankenshell? Somebody Kate. She looks angry. She looks like she's ready to poison you in some way. Her dress is very greeny browny. I don't think you can necessarily see very much of her because her little face is very, very, very small, and the detail is not, well, it's all right. I can see the face, but I have to get really close to be able to see it. There, orange hair. I like this miniature. This is a miniature that doesn't say, I must fight you because I have weapons already drawn. This is a character I can use as an NPC and instead poison your drinks and watch you fade out slowly. The old-fashioned way, like people normally used to do things, right? Of course, nobody would admit to it. Okay, so that's that one. We're doing all right. We've only got 2 more left to go. Okay. Let's try this one. This is the Shattered Star. The Shattered Star, what is the Shattered Star? The Shattered Star has, now this is one I would really like to get. The Alchemy, or Alchemical Golem, I would love to have that. Would be nice. The Grey Maiden, I think I might have some Grey Maidens already. There's a Bogard, which looks like a frog creature of some kind to me. A Hellhound. Hellhounds are all right. I think I've got enough Hellhounds. This is a very different looking Hellhound to ones I've seen before. This is Armoral, which I think is like the classic iconic barbarian for Pathfinder. A Mite. I've already got a Mite. Don't need another Mite. A Fire Elemental. I can always use another Fire Elemental. They're very hard to get. And I believe I already have the Guildmasters Naga. I believe I have this miniature already. So, shut up, Fred, and open the box. There we go. And we opened the box, and out comes box is gone. Looks like a giant. Looks very familiar. Right, just pop out all these things. You've got to be careful. Don't grab it by the miniature. Grab it by the base as you're pulling it out. And flick it away. This one has got a seat belt. Well, more like it's been tied by its feet into place. So we'll just release the securing bonds. You are free, my friend. You are free. You can now go and burn and pillage as you feel free. Okay, all right. Freedom. There we go. All right, so this is, moving these out of the way for a second. This is a fire giant, or either that, or it's a very colourful orange chocolate chip snow cone man with a big sword. I believe that's probably more likely a orange chocolate chip frozen cone snowman of some kind with big spikes and a big sword. It's an alright miniature. I think I've already got something like this from previous pulls, and it's kind of the wrong size for Dungeons and Dragons 5e, but it's still going to be fun to play with. We'll be playing with these later on when you guys are not watching. Okay, alright, so this is a grey ooze. Now, to put a grey ooze into a miniature box and then have to pay for it when you could just look at my videos and make one, I feel like this is... Okay, alright. It's alright, I guess. Okay, next one. What is this? This is a Portaquay. Look, this is so small. It's a little humanoid creature-y thing with like some sort of... It looks like a hook. There's no way you're going to see it on the screen. It's probably not going to show up at all. I do apologise. He's got really, he's got a lot of hair gel right, it's sort of sticking up a little bit. Doesn't look like it's natural in any way whatsoever, and he's very grey, and it's very small, and okay, oh, that was exciting. Next one, what's this? This is a tower girl. I did not realise there was such a thing. Okay, this is a tower girl. She has got a ponytail. Her face is not very good. Even if I were to be able to improve the camera view for you, the face would not show up that much better than it already is. So that's not a good sign. There you go. You can see the back, and she's got the dagger, and clearly her hair is trapped in the wind, as you can see. See? Just like so. All right, that's that one. Okay, so we got one more to go, and then we're done for today, which we will do. This is the heaviest. It is also a yet another Shattered Star box, and I do realise I'm not going to show you the sides of this box. I've already done that, but we will open it up. I thought I would save the heaviest to last. Sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it sucks because you get just a great huge blob of plastic. But we'll pull it out. Oh, just like so. Oh, this is looking good. Okay, this has been restrained. Clearly it was trying to escape the box, but there's no chance of that because these little plastic worry things are pretty good at holding things in place. So it stayed where it was supposed to. Now you might have seen this, I actually have one of these already. I don't mind the idea of having two. It doesn't want to come out. Why is that? Okay, got it. Alright, so I'll just pull it out, throw the plastic away, and then grab this. Ooh, this is looking good. And this is looking cool. And this is alright. That box is actually pretty impressive if you ask me. So this, last one for today, out of the big ones, this is a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. No, it's not. It's an air elemental. I actually tried making one of these not so long ago. I believe I still need to finish putting a little bit of glue on it, but it's not much, not really worth a video as such. Just a little bit of time on my part, and then a lot of painting. Oh, lots and lots and lots of painting. Very cool miniature, and let's get real, it's large size. It's the right size for Dungeons and Dragons 5e, and it looks hungry for somebody. Anyway, move that out of the way. This, would you believe it, is a medium-sized fire elemental. I could really do it with it being a large fire elemental, but medium size I will have to deal with. I don't have this particular one, so this is a new miniature for me, and I will bring it closer so you can see roughly what's going on. You can see he's sort of in the pose of, I'm going to grab you and then punch you in the nuts. That's really what it looks like to me. It's sort of like that, got the, yep, I'm going to grab and then in the nuts, or is it in the guts? It's probably the guts. There we go. There we go. It's pretty good. It doesn't require a lot of paint skill to actually do, I suspect. Moving on. Next one. This is a very green fellow. This is a boggard, which I feel like is just like a Kurtoa with really long fingers and lots of orange. And he's got a little staff with a skull on it. I'll give you a closer view. There we go. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. See, not a bad paint job. It's actually pretty good compared to some of the other ones. It's like, why did somebody must like painting the frog? Either that or the computer that paints the frog is really good at painting frogs. So not a bad miniature at all. I actually like this a lot. I should actually pull out and show you all of my little froggy miniatures at some point. Do like a series of them. Okay, so that's an awesome one. This one, kind of interested. This is a night hag. That's right. It's a night hag. She's got wild hair. I feel like the wind is blowing that hair gel around way too much. So I'll give you a closer look. So that is not necessarily going to show up because it's a lot of dark features. It's actually very hard to make out her features as it is, even with my very old 47-year-old eyes. So she is trying to either push somebody away or grab somebody. I don't know. I think it may be push away. She's got issues with being around people. Lots of bone. You'll notice lots of bone jewelry. And yes, a very nice miniature. I don't have a night hag. I don't believe I have one. So I'm quite pleased by the fact that I do now have one, which is awesome. It's good news. Okay, so that is it. That's all of my miniatures from that particular pull for today. Well, I'll just move these guys back a little bit. So yeah, not too bad. So if you found this video helpful or informative or just slightly entertaining or just helped kill a bit of time, I am so pleased. Now, for those of you who are wondering why I did an unboxing and such as a live stream, well, because I do pretty much everything live as it happens, but not only that, the request was an unboxing rather than a video which I had set up specifically on a turntable showing the miniatures in clean, crisp detail, which I can do under controlled environments when that is possible, but under this particular condition it's not possible. I have done it as a live stream on a turntable, but it doesn't really work, not when you're doing an unboxing. There's too many changes in size taking place for that to work, so hence it didn't work out that way. So if you found this slightly entertaining, then please share and like the video. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not subscribed. Hit the bell button and check your settings for YouTube so you are notified when I am live and when I publish new videos, because I do that quite a lot as it happens. If you want to support my channel, you did so by watching this video, and thank you very much if you did. I have hundreds more videos, many videos on miniatures for players and dungeon masters. You are welcome to go and check them out. You don't need to do that right this very second though. I don't do Patreon, but down in the description you'll find affiliate links to the book depository and Amazon, and you can buy stuff online. I get a small commission. You know the story. Blah, 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 blah. Now, this is your opportunity to give feedback. Tell me about what you've seen, or just natter with me. I don't mind talking about anything. As far as I'm concerned, this is my day off. It's Anzac Day in New Zealand. So Anzac Day in New Zealand means lots of different things. We'll talk about it in a second. So ask your questions in the live chat. If you're not part of the live chat, then use the comment section, because that's what YouTube put it there for, and it's waiting for you, and I will get to your questions as soon as I possibly can. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s. Oh, right in the middle. Okay, I'm not gone, but I do need a drink of water, and we are going to bring back the screen of the miniatures, because we might as well. Seems like a reasonable thing to do. Alright, now I am skipping over to the chat box. Oh my gosh. Now I have to decide, do I start at the end, or do I start at the beginning of the live chat? No, we're going to just go real fast through here, and I'm going to say hi to as many people as I possibly can and just talk nonsense, which I have been doing as it happens. But we should also celebrate. Today in New Zealand is Anzac Day, and for those of you who don't know anything about Anzac Day is the formation of basically a trust between two nations. So New Zealand, America, or the United States, and Australia during World War II. And a lot of people died during that war, and it really is to commemorate the fact that we are still here, and that a lot of people gave their life to make sure that we could have our own lives the way they are now. My grandfather owes his life to some very, very capable American engineers who made sure to patch up his frigate so they could limp back to New Zealand when it was hit by a torpedo. And yes, it is an important day in here, so just wanted to mention that since it is Anzac Day. I don't know if you got anybody in America celebrates Anzac Day, because I know things are a little bit more complicated than they were many years ago. Anyway, so Goo Green, is it Goo Green? It's all good. Hello, man. Thank you for the sound check confirmation. Dear Jesus is here. You are the first. Hello, Joe. How are you doing, Holy One? I don't know about Holy One. I feel like I am certainly better than I was. Hi, Darren. How's it going? Beltan7272. Cheers, man. Thanks for coming. Aiden, he's here as well. Nice to have you, mate. Doing good, my son. All right, you're talking to Dear Jesus. Now I understand. The Holy One. That's right. Dear Jesus is the Holy One. I had assumed it was myself. You can tell that I'm clearly revolving the world around myself in some way. Or do I think that the world revolves around me? Possibly. What do you got here? Which one you think are better in terms of durability, beauty, and colour? My feeling is that in terms of durability and what I'm getting out of in terms of these miniatures, I feel like this is all right. This is pretty good. I don't know why they got the stand here, but obviously they were worried that the legs might break off. This is pretty impressive. This is not a bad miniature. And I would say out of these three, I don't really like this that much. I don't think it's going to break, but those three are my favourites. Those are my babies. Those are the ones I like. The smaller ones are all right. But I always like to stick something on the table so that my players remember where they stand in the world. They are in a fantasy world, and there's also going to be some bad things happen. And the bigger it is, size does matter. If anybody tells you that size does not matter, they are lying. Okay, lying. All right, Aiden. Good, feed my addiction. Yes, that's right. This is the plastic CRACK hobby. Really, essentially, it's all about the that particular addiction. And it is an addiction. Bub77, I have so many of these. Can't wait to see what you get. Okay, good. Somebody's crying. I'm so sorry. If you joined this live stream and you started losing it and you started crying, I don't know what I did. If I said something that offended you, I am so sorry right now. Feed us. Okay, Sector Black is here. Hello. Awesome ape. Yes, the ape is pretty impressive. I did enjoy the ape. It's a little bit on the small side. I feel like the base doesn't really sort of large base and yet miniature, not as big as I would have liked. What is going on there? I don't know. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's too late now. Can't change anything. Beautiful. Awesome. Chapa karaka blah blah. It's one of those, yes. It's absolutely. That's exactly how you pronounce it. I don't know exactly how. No, I don't know. It's beautiful though. Darren's having a go there as well. Nick, hello Nick, the Russian soldier, haha, I should play Pathfinder, it seems wild. Look, I have no intentions. I mean, you can play Pathfinder, but Pathfinder is just an attempt to play Dungeons and Dragons, and Pathfinder was based off Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, and really Pathfinder 2 has taken a whole lot of ideas from Dungeons and Dragons 5e and a whole lot of other games that Dungeons and Dragons 5e copied as well. So I feel like you might as well just stick with Dungeons and Dragons 5e. But when it comes to miniatures, Pathfinder, loot them good. They make some good stuff. And since it's made by the same company, I'm not surprised. And you can actually read the bases. So when you go through and you look at the back, the underneath of the small base, it's in white and it's printed, and you can actually read it rather than looking at it and you think, why are my eyes so small and so bad at picking up all of this print? Because I'm looking at a miniature that is just not showing up. This one is good. This is good, but some of them are shocking, hard to read, very difficult. Dude, you know, it is looking pretty awesome. I am pretty impressed by this pull, actually. It's a very nice pull, in fact. The old style of packaging. Right, you just dump it in there. No bubble wrap. Just chuck it in there and that's it. Exactly. Aaron. Yes, Aaron, you made it. Well done. A giant Aza. Yes, it is. It feels like a giant Aza. It's actually supposed to be a fire giant, but I feel like an Aza would be a good idea. Why not? When the players say, oh, but aren't Azas like smaller? And you say, not this one. No, not this one. Joe agrees with you. All right, Erin, man, she's rare. Most of the time you get a tower boy. A tower boy? There's a tower girl and a tower boy. Hang on, where's this one? Oh, this is the tower girl. You're telling me this is rare? This is a rare one. I have no idea. I didn't realize. I was just making fun of her because it was fun to do so. But if the tower girl is rare, that's good news. She's also got a dagger, so I can just about pass her off as a non-combatant NPC. It's a chopping knife. It's not a dagger designed to do anything bad. It's for cutting carrots. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to stick with that story. You can't change my opinion of it in any way whatsoever. Aaron, arcane resistant wire. Yes, arcane resistant wire. Yes, I have 3 of them now. I actually use these quite a lot. They're very, very handy. What's that, Aaron? I just got a 3D printer on Saturday. I'm cracking out the miniatures to paint. Ooh, okay. Nice one, Aaron. Have fun. I look forward to seeing lots and lots of photos on the Dungeons and Dragons or HowtoDandD Facebook group. Just a hint. Just a little hint. Just a tiny hint. And for those of you who don't know about that particular Facebook group, HowtoDandD, yeah, I moderate it, nobody else. I'm the only one that actually does anything with it because it's very small. And you are welcome to come and join us. Joe, the old fire nut punch. That's right. I was thinking that myself. Nick, nice, Aaron. I was strongly considering that as well. Enjoy. Dear, problem having in making first. What? Yeah. Okay, so Aaron got himself an Ender 3 3D printer. Okay, I didn't realize. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I don't know. I don't know enough about 3D printers to be able to comment in any way, really. Dear Jesus thinks it's quite good. So do you know anything about that, your Holy One? I do not want to be offensive to anybody who is a Christian. I'm actually Christian myself, so I do understand. But as you know, there's not much that I won't make a joke about, as it happens. In fact, I don't think there's anything I haven't made a joke about. I do occasionally get sensitive about jokes that people make about me, but often I make jokes about myself as well. And yeah. So we'll just move on with that, shall we? What's that, Aaron? In-laws all chipped in to get it for your birthday. Whoa, nice one. Very good. Good choice for a first printer. Well, Darren would know. When was your birthday, Aaron, by the way? I'm kind of curious. Not that I'm necessarily saying that anything will show up in the post, just asking. Anthony, good stuff. Yeah, hey, thank you. Fred, I have a battle royale with all of the minis you opened. Laugh out loud. Yeah, well, I could, but I don't think I could cope with it. It would drive me bananas. And the last battle we had between the party and the beholder was terrible. It was just appalling. I don't know how anybody could ever possibly consider doing a video like that and live stream it as well for almost like an hour and a half. It's just ridiculous. It's not good content. Just stop doing it. Dear. Yes, it's the Aza King, Aaron. Brilliant idea. Love it. Gonna steal that. In a good way, that is. What's that, Darren? Hit me up on Facebook group if you have printer questions, Aaron. Yes, do that. Yes, Darren has a printer. He has 3 now. 3! Darren, you have 3 printers. 3 3D printers. I guess, is that the magic number? Or is there going to be a 4th 3D printer as well? What's that, dear Jesus? Did you 3D print another 3D printer, Darren? Nice. I love it. You could at this point. Really, are your printers that good you could actually do it? I think you've got some pretty good printers. You have mentioned some of the jobs you've been doing, and I haven't really fully understood all of it. Okay. What's that, Aaron? Darren, do you use Hangouts or can I chat with email? Oh, this is the time. Make sure you get each other's details. You can do that on the Facebook group and send yourselves private messages and sort it all out, right? Did you know about the holiday? Good to hear the alliance is acknowledged. Yes. Look, it is still an important day. No matter what has changed, and everything does change in the world, but it is still an important day. Hangouts is fine. Okay, so you guys have figured that out. A weapon bearer I don't know what that's all about, but anyway. Anthony, Anzac Day is celebrated in the UK. Most pubs here have discounts on and Foster's for the day. Well, good to know. Hey, thank you for the super chat, Joe. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And it's funny. I honestly did not think that anybody would want to show up for an unboxing video that was live. I thought that was just kind of silly. But as it happens, I don't actually understand my audience that well, do I? Hence, I have kept trying different things. What's that, Aaron? None of my printed minis have print on the bottom. Well, they shouldn't. Well, let's hope not. What's that, Darren? We know Anzac in Canada, Fred. Okay, yes. Well, good, good. Oh my gosh, Darren, hey, thank you very much. You guys are really, I don't know, the fact that so many of you showed up last night and it was late, it was really, really late. I do, in a joshing manner, refer to you as my groupies, but I love the fact that you go to so much effort to show up to my live streams. Thank God I don't do 7 a day, and I do like 4 of them. Otherwise, you'd be like losing it, I would imagine. Dear Jesus, sad face. Sadly, as an American, it's a first time I've heard of it. First time. Yeah, but, well, I think the thing is that the New Zealand and Australia still acknowledge it, but the Americans, due to a number of things, it's not quite as important nowadays. And I mean, let's get real. Let's hope we don't need to worry about those sorts of things. And another World War One or World War Two would just be appalling, right? Man, my sarcasm of the Tower Girl is totally lost. Okay, yep, you did lose me, man. I thought you were being serious. The water boy, as in the movie, throw in the water boy, and then I would have fully understood. Yes, good point, dear Jesus. Happy Anzac Day, Fred. Put this towards the hobby. I will absolutely do that. I will make sure I get myself some good stuff. And Sector Black, hey Fred, my solo players want to just control 4 PCs mechanically, and we role play 3 of them to simulate the party aspect of time for the time being. Okay, all right. Well, you could do that. I feel like it's quite difficult to role play for one person 4 different NPCs. What I would suggest is give them, dear Jesus, seriously, you're going to give me super chat as well? Thank you very much. Sector Black, let's talk about this and let's talk seriously. I would give them an animal companion that does not have a personality and allow them to role play 1 character, maybe 2. But I feel like 4 players is really hard. To role play 3 is difficult. To role play 2 is difficult. So it's really up to you. You have that discussion with your player. My suggestion to you as Sector Black is keep looking for another player so you don't have a solo player anymore. And I know you've been trying to work towards that, and it's tough depending on where you are in the world. It's not like you can just walk out there and find players sometimes. I'm lucky. There's so many players in New Zealand now compared to Dungeon Masters. It's easy to find players. It's a piece of cake. And it doesn't really matter too much where you are, although some of the smaller communities still have trouble, I have noticed. But we're working on that. Nick, what do you got here? The grey ooze looks sad. Didn't see what yours looked like. Did you live stream your grey ooze, Fred? Yes, I did actually live stream making one of these things. So I actually copied the grey ooze and I made 2 grey oozes. But as a miniature, it kind of says blah. But now I have 2 that I haven't made, and I have 2 that I have made. So that means I have 4 grey oozes, and my players should be afraid. Okay. Hopefully I covered your question, Nick. What's that, Darren? Have an Anzac pint on me, Fred. I can't drink alcohol anymore. Love from the fellow Commonwealther. Yes, thank you very much, though. I can't drink anymore. The only thing I really want to drink... Oh, Sector Black, hey, thank you for the super chat. Blimey, you guys are going bananas today. What's going on? It's fantastic. I love it. What's that, Sector Black? Yesterday he answered the second dungeon I had set up. Okay. A temple of Umberley with a bunch of dead clergy katoa running around. And a sea hag in the lower level. This should be fun. Sounds like it could be. I always like the idea of setting up my adventures with a villain, some populants, a location, and some motivations for them, but I really don't do with the idea of events taking place that have to be in sequence. I just never bother with that. But yeah, Sector Black, hopefully it all goes well, and I will. My best hopes go out to you that you find yourself another really good player, so you have two players at your table and they can both have animal companions, and everything will be sweet, and you won't have to worry about trying to figure out how to tailor everything for one person. Thanks for the idea, Joe. Yes, okay. All right, so let's move them down. Double the pint. Yep, can't drink the alcohol, but thank you for the offer. I will buy Dungeons and Dragons stuff because I spend all my time doing that now. What's that, Joe? We watch all your videos, Fred. Thank you. Some of it's long. Some of it's really, really long. I do edit down the live streams, but some of them are really, really long. Aaron, hang out with you, Fred, is what we are here for. Well, that's why I'm here. It's also why I do the live streams, because talking to myself and looking at a camera, or talking in a room where there's nobody else, since I do all of the old style of videos where you just look at a camera and talk and you say the same thing trillions of times until you get it right. It's like, it used to drive me nuts. I don't think it was good for my health. I think it was actually causing more problems than it was worth. Okay, Darren, you put a good group together here, Fred. We enjoy the company. I really do enjoy the company myself. It's really one of the reasons why I keep doing it. Nick, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Joe, love or little group. Yeah, we're a small group, but that's all right. I think that's a good thing. Yeah. Dear Jesus, I'm excited to know about Anzac Day. Now we will be drinking to honour those who sacrificed for our freedom. Exactly. Sector Black, yes, I agree that it will be difficult, but it's what he wanted. So I said we could try it for the time being and always change things if it needs to be. Okay, good. All right, well, always try things twice. My advice, it doesn't matter what I say, always try everything twice, and if it doesn't work, then you can always change it, right? Why not? Joe, I started something, just got go with it. Fred, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. I will definitely go with it. Dear Jesus, at Sector Black, I've tried that, and it's easier to do with characters that know front and back, and I used the Hound from GOT as a fighter, Aragorn from Lord of the Rings as a ranger, and Varys from GOT, I'm not sure what GOT is, as a wizard. Well, it's actually a very interesting idea. I hadn't thought of that. That actually makes a very good point, dear Jesus. How is it, dear Jesus, that you have such a good understanding and provides, you ask some of the best questions and you give some of the best advice? I'm serious, man. You really do. You really do give some fantastic advice and ask super questions. Anthony, it's 3 a.m. here. Need to sleep, night all. Fair enough, mate. Sorry about that. It's a long stream. Nick, enjoying the streams. Looking forward to more. Yes, well, there will be more. I need to go and do a bit of homework before I can deal with the weekend, but I will. What's that, Aaron? What is the little dragon thing, grey and red? Okay, so this is a river drake. It's a river drake. That's what it is. So let me just, Game of Thrones. Oh, okay, I didn't know that because I just don't follow the Game of Thrones. Don't attack me. Okay, I watched some of it and then I just felt like I wanted to vomit, so I couldn't deal with it anymore. So that is the river drake. It's very hard to see. The paint job itself actually makes it very difficult to see what's going on, but that's what that miniature is. If I can hold it in such a way that you can see, that ain't working, is it? So I can try a different hand. I'll swap it over. Sort of like that. Okay, that's the best I can do. Look, if you guys want me to put it on a turntable and zoom into everything, I will do that some other time. I'm fine with doing that as well. Sector Black, GOT is Game of Thrones, and thanks for the advice. Jesus, I modelled them off of characters to make it easier. I think that's probably a really good tip. What's that, dear Jesus? I did a solo run of Lost Mine of Phandelver with my sister, and it worked out well. Hey, is it your sister who is your player, or do you have somebody else who is playing in your game, dear Jesus? By the way, I'm kind of curious. I would really like to know, because I recommend playing with friends, but when I had trouble finding players because I got myself into a very awkward situation, I just approached my family and I said, oh, look, I want to play Dungeons and Dragons. Will you play with me? I will Dungeon Master, and you can just play characters. Just play a character. Just play one character. I'll do that. And I have a big family. So I have 3 sisters, 2 brothers. I had 2 nephews, and I managed to pull together, and some of them brought along friends, which was good. So that helped out a lot. But I essentially ran my game. Sister is player and I am DMing. All right, so now you just need a couple more sisters or another brother, or get your sister to bring a friend along. Get your sister to bring a friend along. You'd be surprised. If you're struggling to find somebody, dear Jesus, chances are your sister will have no problems whatsoever. I don't know what it is. Girls are just really good at that sort of thing. Why not? I think it's a great idea. Okay, well, look, I'm going to say I'm going to take off. So I have to go and do a bit of preparation. I have an idea for a video, and I'm really eager to start writing down notes for it. But I don't know if I will present it on Saturday, New Zealand Standard Time. You probably won't get a video that's live streamed tomorrow because it's Friday night for me, and I really want to go and see Avengers Endgame. But I know it's going to be absolutely bedlam. But I'm really, as you know, I love movies, and I would really like to go and see that movie. So I'm thinking I will probably just put up an old live stream that's been edited. That's just me anyway. Dear Jesus, my friends group is 4 friends and me DMing. Okay, interesting. Good to know. Good to know. And you're running 2 Lost Mine of Phandelver campaigns at the same time. Oh my gosh. Blimey. Good luck with that. All right, I'm going to get going. Hey, thank you to everybody who showed up. Thank you to everybody who gave me money. I do appreciate the super chats. And I am going to go before I lose my voice, because that is what's going to happen very, very shortly. So have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Look after yourself. Look after your family. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I will see you later.